Something that they don't talk about when it comes to starting your business, I always knew I wanted to be a business owner. And there were quite a number of businesses that I started that failed. And that's okay. That's okay for your business to fail. It's okay for your big first idea to not work. Hopefully, you didn't borrow money to do it because that sucks. But there's going to be failure, and that's okay. If you're lucky, there isn't, and that's okay too. But the thing that I had to work on, like really work on, and I knew I had to work on before I was really ready to start a business and before I knew it was going to be successful, was to work on myself. Because we, as entrepreneurs, you have to be your own motivator. You have to be the one to make the decisions. You have to be the one to coach yourself to go forward. You have to be the one to come up with the plan, the one to come up with a strategy. It took me a long time to get ready. For others, it'll be easy. Like some of you guys were born ready, and you might not even be ready. So just do it. Do a little bit of planning, and it's going to be scary, and just pull the trigger and start it. And maybe you just need to test the waters to see if it's going to work. So those were the things that I had to get to in order to, go for it and start my business. The other thing about that they say about business is consistency. You gotta be consistent. I like things that are everyday. That's why I can do my marketing consistently, is because I like things every day. Like, okay, this is, like I have a checklist of things I do every day, and this is one of them. Make your TikTok video, lady. So just consistently working on your business, consistently looking at your numbers as often as you can, to do or remember to do, and consistently just keep going, because businesses fail when you give up. And if you're like determined and you're consistent and you just keep working on it, even when you don't feel like it, you'll get there. Sometimes I think back to my education and my decision to pursue business rather than art. And sometimes I feel like I missed out because I didn't get to get that education that I would have got to develop that art the way I would have. But at the same time, I look back and I think, like, look at all these people like that I've helped. Look at all these people that I've inspired, all these people that I've encouraged. Even if it took me 20 years to get there, I did it. And it wasn't the way that I had planned it. So that is a really cool idea, to think that even though I didn't pursue my art degree, I ended up in art still, because it's something that I've always loved. And you're going to make decisions with the knowledge you have at the time, and that's okay. You got to forgive yourself for that and just move forward with your life and never give up on your dreams. If you think you're going to be in art, you think you're going to be in business, you think that you're going to be either, like some kind of fashion designer or artist or whatever kind of business it is, if you just keep believing in it, you will eventually get there. It took me a long time. And when the time's right, it'll be right. And sometimes it won't ever be right, but you were ready to take the leap and do it. So do it. It's amazing sometimes to look back at your life and think, oh my God, how did I get here? Because you'll be like, what? But I got here. I'm in art. I'm an artist. I'm sharing my perception of the world, sharing my perception of my culture. And I love it. It turned out better than I thought it ever would. And I'm still relatively young. I might be 41, but I still feel young. So you can do it. You're not against the clock. And yes, sometimes you need the urgency, but you can do it. You will get there, however you get there, and it'll be amazing. But don't give up. My favorite crow saying is "Kot Bawik." It means I will do it. And that is one of my favorite things to think back is like, yes, I'll do it. Quote a week.